Introducing the new party. We live stream Monday through Thursday 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed on this panel show are those of the individual speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of this channel, its affiliates, sponsors, or production team. This content is intended for informational and entertainment purposes only. Viewer discretion is advised. We encourage respectful dialogue and critical thinking around the topics discussed.
It's gonna come out how it come out. You feel me? Yo, none of this is rehearsed. Everything is off the top.
Vulgar. Welcome to the man cave.
Yo, welcome back. Man, Gray, I've been getting you in trouble, man.
I didn't even know what that was. That's why I clicked it twice.
Yo, that was fire.
Yeah.
I like that though. I like that. It look professional, bro. You look real professional.
That mean I'm doing my job.
Hey,
easy.
That part.
Got us close to cancel. Nah, it's playing. Welcome to the man cave. Y'all know, man, we just uncut over here, unfiltered. We just at least me. I don't know about y'all, but I'll say the first thing to come to my mind. Yeah, so we got a few subjects for y'all tonight. Y'all see the main subject, starting to find out how bad these Democrats be lying out here. We're going to get to that. But before we get to that, we got a lot to cover. All right, I'm Vulgar.
I'm Gray Mars.
I'm 85 Slim.
I'm Easy. What up?
I'm Derek.
Welcome back.
Happy to be here, family.
All right. Let me go ahead with this first video. As long as this trial going on with Diddy, we're going to have updates. And we didn't get into the husband of Cassie a lot the last time. But, you know, they want all the good stuff come after Wednesday, and then we got to wait till Monday to talk about it. Sorry, let me run this first video.
What? They said Cassie FaceTime her husband while she was getting cracked by Diddy.
This is day 5 of the Diddy trials. I'm about to give you guys key moments of what Cassie said that had social media in a frenzy. Cassie admitted that while she was with her husband again, she linked up with Diddy and got it on because through a text she stated that she wanted to embrace him. The husband FaceTimed her in the midst of her getting greased. She stated she does not hate Diddy, that she still has love for the past and what it was. I don't even know what that means. Messages show that while she was with her husband, she told Diddy that she wouldn't be at this beautiful point in her life without him. She also stated that she went back to keep linking up with Diddy after he R-worded her while she was with this guy right here. She stated that she left Diddy forever after Kim Porter's funeral because Diddy called Kim Porter his soulmate, stating that that basically hurt her feelings, and that's when she knew to solidify it with her husband. Also, she originally thought she completely broke it off with Diddy when she first started dating her husband after he got with the woman Gina. But again, she officially never seen Diddy and married her husband after he's called Kim Porter his soulmate.
Man, hey, they say a woman's never truly single.
Yeah.
Who want to attack this first?
Derek, you the guest. You want to go first?
Yeah, man. Only when I hear this, bro, a thing that comes to mind is like trauma bond. Think of all that stuff they experienced together, you know. If I was her husband, I probably wouldn't be surprised. You know what I mean? Like, they have too much history together, too much shit that they created together. And I think she trauma bonded to him, man. So I mean, of course, I can see why she linked up with him while he was still with her, and especially I'm sure like Diddy, you know what I mean, initiated something. All these stories about him getting jealous over her, who he think he's with, who he thinks she's with, showing up with an entourage with guns and stuff like that. So I'm sure like he had some influence on it, but like I said, like you know, I'm not surprised.
Easy.
Yeah, man. Like the more the stuff comes out, it just seems like, yeah, it is kind of embarrassing to Diddy, but it's also embarrassing to the victim because they're being exposed as well. That's pretty much what I gotta say about it.
All right. Gray, you want to go?
I just thought it was crazy when I saw. I don't know if you go show this, that the husband was on FaceTime with Diddy while they were engaged with each other. So I mean, I thought that was crazy. That was the part that was crazy for me that I heard over the weekend.
But yeah, shoot, if you could find it, pull it up.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely pull it up. I look for it now.
85.
Man, I mean, it just goes to show that. I mean, Shorty was turned out. She a freak. I mean, she kind of liked or initiated, or however you want to go about saying it. It's a lot of things that she's indulged in herself, and everybody just looking at D. But you gotta remember, Giselle Maxwell was the female for Jeff Epstein. Diddy is, Cassie is the Giselle for Diddy. That's how I'm looking at it. And to be honest with you, there's a lot coming out that's showing her true colors to what she was allowed and willing to be around, as opposed to what she took the money for to basically put this man on trial. So I don't know. It's a lot of contradiction going on, and I think that woman about to face some charges too. I'm just saying, she a freak.
Yeah, I don't think she gonna face charges. I think there's a bigger motive here, and that's what Diddy's lawyers are. That's what they're fighting. They're fighting probably a 3-front war, but I think Cassie probably thought she was gonna get paid and ride off into the sunset, and her husband wasn't going to find all this stuff out. A lot of people don't know when they put these people on the stand, especially like in the federal case, they probably sat her down and was like, hey, you cannot lie. If you lie in this federal case, as big as it is, and we catch you in the lie, you're going to jail.
And that's my point. Like with the whole initiating the girls, like, right, Giselle Maxwell, because she was a female, she used to make the women feel comfortable to come to the crib and do whatever. If Cassie is subjected to alleged be on that same level, that's what I'm talking about. Like, that's going to be persuasion. You know, all of that stuff could play a role in that trafficking side. So if those girls were exposed to this woman first, hey, you know, it's all good. I know him like that. However you want to play the game, you know me, I got music too. I always be with him. Come on through. That's jail, bro.
So do y'all think y'all could deal with being in that, thinking that it was cut off, and then come to find out, like, your wife was still sending messages to her ex saying how much she love him, can't live without him, is grateful? That's what I'm getting.
No, sir.
There's a lot of women on the internet right now trying to hype this dude up as he's a real man. He's the type of man that all men should be. Like, I'm telling you, it's crazy.
The beta male.
I'm gonna show you.
Cassie letting her husband face.
I mean, that's just destroys the trust.
If he could husband watch Cassie and Diddy have consensual sex, he like to watch too. What the F? He a freak too. This crazy. If y'all think these freak offs ain't still going on, y'all crazy. So I'm not gonna lie, man. It seems like Alex knew about a lot of this stuff, and he might not be as innocent as we thought he.
So he a cook.
My bad, there. You were talking.
Oh no, you're good. I didn't know you was playing it. That's my fault. That's my fault. I forgot what I was gonna say. I realized that you was playing the video.
So he one of them. Who is that? Who is that? The social media guy that was having all the black dudes come through and smash his wife.
No jumper dude.
Yeah.
Adam 22.
Yeah, Adam 22.
Yeah,
he wanted them pretty much.
So they just all in. Diddy, it sound like Diddy he's the money guy.
Oh yeah, he got the money, power, and respect, you know. But I was just saying, I remember what I was going to say. Like, if they're saying that he's like the man because he can put all that shit aside and still trust it, and he can have that shit. Like, that's too much stress for me to try to trust, you know.
Yeah, if y'all come over on my side on Facebook, bro, I'm talking about like I've been fighting a whole war over there. It's like all the women are praising this dude, and then when I'm telling men like this is not, you're not a therapist, so you shouldn't be trying to rehabilitate women. And they're just getting mad, throwing out misogynistic everything, and I'm like, it is it's not a man's place to heal a woman,
especially if they're not willing to take the accountability for it, you know.
Yeah, and you shouldn't deal with anything. And it went as far as I was like, if I find out a woman had a lot of sexual abuse in her past, I don't deal with them. That's a red flag to me. Because I don't feel like I should have to correct what another man did. So I don't know if y'all feel like that. Call me.
I feel you, especially going through that experience. You know, I've experienced a few shorties that were abused by their dad and shit.
Yeah.
So, it was just, you know, looking back, I wouldn't do that again. I feel like it's very important to find out a shorty's childhood experiences.
But you got to think that's her dad, and that's the number one person she's supposed to trust.
Right.
How can you really trust anybody? I'm sure you can heal and get past that, but
those
what's the chances of that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's tough. But yeah.
Anybody
oh no, I was going to say also about the consent thing, like what Ty was saying, like yeah, she consented to do it, but don't you think she should also have consent not to do it?
I mean, yeah, she should. But it's like, how do you determine that? That's you know what? I think that's the biggest thing about court.
Well, he's chasing her down the hall. Like, you know what I mean? That's gonna
we're finding out that was mutual. Because she had to come out and say that she would do things. I said this last week. I say this on the show all the time, that women within the first 6 months usually try to find a man's buttons. If y'all dating, pay attention to this. When you first get to know a woman, she'll just do a little dumb shit, and you just like, why is she doing this shit? And she's really testing you. Most women don't know that they're doing it. It's just, like I said, kids do it. It's natural. You're supposed to test your limits. Kind of how like Trump is testing the White House. Like he's doing what he's supposed to do. But she was in on this. She didn't say all kind of stuff that she did to Diddy to piss him off. So it wasn't like it was a one-way street. And that's what his lawyer team is doing really good right now, is making it look like this shit was like mutual. It was like mutual toxicity.
I'll say that I wouldn't necessarily cut a chick off just because she was abused. I mean, like, everybody come with some type of damage. It all depends on the female. I understand like certain things, it's like, okay, you like can't get over, like, but it's some things where it's like, okay, like you couldn't control that, so like we can just work together. Hopefully that those experiences did change you as a person.
Nah, and I get that. It's just, and if I do, I'm gonna be looking out for certain things. Like if a woman is like, well, I don't do this sexually because this happened to me, I'm done. If you got anything like that, I'm done. I don't need any woman that has any type of scars from intimacy. And that's what I mean by that. So usually if you're dating, like we only get what? The average man lives 76 years, 77 years. You don't have enough time. So like, I'm not trying to be insensitive. It's just, I gotta I got a date. I got to get through and find that one. So certain things that are red flags is like I don't have time to see if you the one that healed or you the one that not. If I know it, I'm good. I'm gonna keep going. Unless you show me a reason that I should give you a chance.
I feel you.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I got a video to add on to the Diddy thing. I don't know if this is true. I wasn't gonna play it, but there's been a lot of hype around this as far as Diddy. So this is just for speculation. We can go in on it, but I'm not even condoning this if it's true or not. It could come out to be like that. A lot of stuff we're finding out about certain people who passed. There's evidence of certain things that people were saying. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this right quick, and I'll get y'all thoughts on it.
Him and smashing Diddy. Hold on, wait a minute, because I did not know that's why Nipsey Hussle got hurt, and now he's not here anymore. Okay, the whole time you've been playing this good girl act, acting like you can't stand Diddy, and then on top of that, the only way Nipsey Hussle got in contact with Diddy is through you, because you were going to those parties and trying to introduce Nipsey Hussle to Diddy. Then once Nipsey seen that he was not with those parties, they got him. Now we're trying to see what you're going to say when the whole time you're trying to be silent with all this. And all these years you've been depressed about Nipsey when that was a lie. You set that man up. Oh my gosh, like all the truth is coming to the light ever since this Diddy case. They just said this stuff in court, okay? Because whole time Cassie got on the stand and she started singing like a bird, like a mariachi band, okay? She was singing like a canary. And Diddy kids was over there making little faces, trying to be mean towards her because she telling the truth.
So y'all think this Bonnet Bandit got any credibility?
Slim, you muted. You muted, Slim.
That chick is straight capping, bro. We all know Big U is, going through that. I mean, at the end of the day, this is how the rumors get started. You know what I mean? And the whole Laura London and Diddy thing, that could be a scenario. But the reach as far as the reason why Nip ain't here, that's a little out of whack. You know what I mean? But, Laura was outside anyway. You know what I mean? She got seized by Lil Wayne. So, I mean, that should just go to show you how nasty she was back in the days. So I'm sure she probably got with Diddy at some point. But I don't think that's the case. Like, they reaching now, bro. They reaching.
Yeah, it's like going all over. And I'm just like, there's no type of credibility.
Nah.
Easy.
Yeah, man, she's all cat, man. Most people know, Big U was involved, but that's allegedly. You feel me? That's all I gotta say about that. Peace.
Derek.
I saw a little video about that a few days ago. It was showing some clips on, even Nip was saying how he met her, you know what I'm saying, or met Diddy through her and stuff like that. And I was just going to say too about the Big U thing, like I don't know if I believe about Diddy having something to do with him, you know what I mean? Because I feel like Big U had something to play, like he said, allegedly had something to do with that. But yeah, I believe that Lauren and Diddy had something going on before Nip, you know what I'm saying? How far it went. Oh, and actually I saw some video that Lauren did where she said that Diddy recommended her to go to some kind of death retreat to learn more about death, like 3 days before Nip got, unalived. And then after, it happened or whatever, she was like, they showed like a quote of her or whatever saying Diddy, like she really showed, give big ups to Diddy for being there during those hard times. So I believe definitely they got something going on. But it just made me think about something too. Like I saw a video today that said Monique took the stand. So, definitely shout out to y'all, man, for doing your due diligence with the information, because there's a lot of false information out there about it too,
Yeah.
So I saw that Monique took the stand today, and I was like looking to see. There was nowhere else like that. Steelers fan club page, like people just do it for clicks, man. So you know, definitely shout out to y'all for being credible about it. But that's how I feel about it.
Yeah. Gray.
I'm gonna go through a list of every A-list celebrity accused of being there at Diddy freak off. Kanye West, Mike Myers, Michelle Williams, Michael B. Jordan, Cassie Ventura, who else? Kim Porter, of course, Drake and French Montana, Prince, Kid Cudi, Britney Spears, Bruce Willis and Eddie Murphy, Chris Brown, Nicki Minaj, Lil Wayne, Rick Ross, Pusha T, Neo, Usher, Jimmy Levine, Kalana Harper, and the list goes on and on and on. And Fabulous and Too Short. And not only that, Gene Deal, yeah. Gene Deal, Diddy's bodyguard, was actually at court today, and he walked into court. And I don't know if y'all seen the Gene Deal videos, but they say he lied about everything. So the people were yelling at him like, Gene Deal, stop lying, stop lying, stop lying. So, I mean, it's a lot of celebrities who've been name dropped.
Hold up. Gene Deal went in the courtroom and said he lied about everything?
No. He was walking into the court, and the people outside were saying, Gene Deal, stop lying. Gene Deal, stop lying.
Oh, I was about to say, that dude is official. He ain't lie about nothing.
Right.
Yeah, I know about Gene, boy. Gene was on it ever since. Gene was really on the Biggie side, like trying to figure out what happened to his friend. Like that's really what it was. He knew what's up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is crazy, man.
Yeah.
Real quick, I did find it funny when she was saying that the kids were heckling Cassie on the stand and shit. Like I was like visualizing Diddy's kids and sitting down, like doing all these gestures to her. Like that's crazy, man.
Wow.
That speaks about him too.
Let me show Slim this.
All right.
If you've seen all of that and was at puppy parties, play with me, and you the same size as Uncle Phil.
Is that Gene Deal? Can I say hey to you for a second on my TikTok? Guys, this is Gene Deal. Yeah, I've been reporting on you for a while, man. I'm Secret Service Sam. Guys, this is Gene Deal. Gene Deal, how are you feeling, my friend? Give my Patriots an exclusive. What do you think's going on in there? Guys, Gene Deal is the main man. He's the bodyguard. He has been the one leading the entire front on this Diddy campaign. That's it, right? Right? I mean, besides Jaguar Wright, you're the most credible person we have. You're Diddy's ex-bodyguard. Tell the folks, man. You don't want to say much? Come on,
you already
Gene.
did it, Playboy.
Come on, Gene. You're always give him something here. What do you think? You think Diddy's going to get off, or you think what are we looking like?
I think the prosecution is doing a great job. They need to keep up the good work.
Right.
I think they went real lenient on them because they could have went way more charges
right.
than they did. And that's it.
What do you think about Dawn Bernard? Miss Westmoreland was like, the lawyer was destroying her on the stand, her credibility. She had 8 different times she met with the feds, and they're like, why did you not mention anything about Diddy threatening your life and all that time? Do you believe Don Richard?
A lot of people are traumatized, man. You got to look at it that way. You know what I'm saying? You got to look at something that this guy holding their life in their hands.
Right, and that makes a difference. Hey, I appreciate you, man.
Right.
Thank you for everything you do. All right. Thank you. Guys, that's Gene Deal. Thank you. Okay. Oh, that's an exclusive. Hey, how are you doing? Thank you, sir.
I told you about that suit you had.
Oh, you did? Thank you. I appreciate that. You're the man. Thank you. That's me. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you. Guys, this was amazing. Just got an exclusive with Gene Deal. I'm getting recognized here. It's so much love here. Hope you guys appreciate my coverage. That should go massively viral. That was Gene Deal, the main security guard for Diddy, and probably the most trusted and believed source. And I just got you an exclusive. Look, everybody's chasing him. Secret Service Sam just has the conversation. Love you guys. Secret Service Sam out. Samson for president of TikTok.
Gene, are you testifying today?
Not at all.
You aren't. So why are you here? Tell us, right, Mr. James. Because you were the original person that told us about Diddy for years and years and was never scared. And he never sued too. So tell us, why are you here then?
All right, watch our backs, y'all. Watch our backs.
It's not like you see for yourself. You know what I mean?
A shout out to a Libra King, seeing for himself. Right, so are you going to be here for the rest of the week?
I'll be here for the rest of the week.
Well, there is a strong possibility that Diddy might come out. They don't have real evidence. And Gene Deal doesn't seem very confident because the prosecutors are too soft.
Wow.
Yeah. He going to jail, bro. I keep telling y'all this is the beginning of the trial, bro. Y'all got about 6 months, 7 months of this, and Cassie ain't gonna be on trial for 7 months.
You think it's gonna go longer than 8 weeks?
Yeah,
they predicted 8 weeks.
I don't think it's gonna go. I think it's gonna go way longer than that. Way longer than that, because it's gonna be more people telling the truth after a while. You'll see.
I don't know. To me, a lot of this stuff is starting to sound mutual.
Yeah.
It's like the freak offs themselves don't seem to be illegal.
I mean, they say it's a 2-month trial, right?
Yeah.
How long was Young Thug's trial supposed to go?
I don't even know.
Okay. It was so many discrepancies in that trial when it popped off.
Oh, yeah.
Young Thug ended up getting off. We haven't seen what the prosecution has as evidence. It's not that they don't have evidence. It's just that we haven't gotten there yet. They're not going to hold this guy
right now.
Bro, this dude
is trying to paint him a certain way before they really.
Yeah. You can't hold it unless you got something. You ain't holding this type of dude. This ain't just Ray Ray. This is Sean Combs. You can't just hold it.
But you gotta think of the times we live in now, though. Look how they did Trump.
Yeah, but Trump ain't sitting no jail for all this.
I get that. You know, he was a former president, so this is Diddy. So it's a lot easier to sit Diddy in jail than it is a former president. I'm just saying, look at the bullshit they did to him in New York, and I guess it's Cali, but
see, that was the Democrats. That wasn't that. This is real. Like that was fake. This is real. Like, this is a big difference. That's why Trump ain't go down. That was all BS for real. This is real. They ain't running up in your crib, locking you up. They not doing that if they ain't got something, man. I'm telling you, bro. There's no way he got too much bread.
We gonna see. Like I said, all I'm seeing right now is domestic violence.
I know.
That I agree with. So I just need to see what the prosecution coming with. To me, it seemed like everything else was either consensual or people were scared, which I don't buy into, or people were consenting because they wanted something, record deal, money, whatever it was, to be next to Diddy. That's all I'm seeing right now.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
All right. So I don't know if y'all heard about the WNBA that's launched an investigation into racist fans.
I saw the file, but I didn't hear that.
Yeah. So apparently there's some investigation going on about racist fans, which I think is just BS. I think they were mad about that. I think they were just mad about that massive loss that whooping Caitlyn put on Angel Reese.
Oh my God.
It's really just the black fans that are pissed about it. So
you gotta love it.
Yeah, I'm gonna play this video because it's pretty hilarious. Then I'll play the file.
It's 432. Let's get it. This ain't LeBron. This is butter pecan. Bang! They want to put her at point forward this season. They want her making plays because she's a playmaker. Bang! That Angel Reese hit a buzzer beater. You gotta check this out. 3, 2, 1. Bang! Who cares? They lost by 35 points. At least she got her 17 rebounds. Hey, Ma, you got a receipt for this Barbie? I think this one's broken. Send it back. Bang! She only had as much passion for basketball as she did for her hate for Caitlin Clark. Gonna get up, scream in her face. You know, you should be thanking her because you would have missed another wide open layup. They say, but don't lie. Oh, she gonna cry. Wah, wah. 35% from the field. Trash. She had 5 turnovers. Trash. There are living human beings that breathe, that enjoy this kind of basketball. To the psych ward you go. Burn. It's like driving by a car wreck. I can't help myself. I can't stop watching. Burn.
Damn.
I'm sorry, man. All the trash that Angel Reese talk about racism, and they hype Caitlin Clark up because she's white, and then you see this performance.
And that was the same game, the most recent game, right?
Yeah, well, they lost by 30 something.
And Caitlin whipped that. They should have showed them highlight.
Caitlin beat them in college though, too.
Yeah, she nice.
Yeah.
Did y'all see what Angel Reese? What you was about to say, Easy?
Yeah, I was gonna say, and Angel Reese was asking for like more money, like before the season started, and she playing like trash right now. She can't even make a layup, bro.
Cause she want to be right here with us. We got another square right here. We could put her down and she could be on the podcast with us. That's all she want to do is her podcast.
Yeah.
When she need to have a black ass in the gym.
On LeBron post with a picture with Caitlin Clark, with LeBron and Caitlin Clark. Did y'all see it?
Nah.
She put Michael Jordan never lost in the finals.
Ooh. Ooh.
Would you
That's
think?
facts, bro. It's facts. What you gonna say? What we gonna say? She lied.
What you think, Derek? Oh, you on the phone?
Oh,
you muted? Oh, okay.
Nah, we can't hear you, man. You might not know.
Oh.
Yeah, we got to stop with the. Hey, man, ain't no racism, man. Caitlin Clark is good and Angel Reese is trash. That's all it is. And I think she could have excelled if she would have focused more on practice. Because we all sit and do this social media shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy. It takes planning.
Yeah, we got you now, Derek. Hold on a second.
All right.
Say something, D. All right, go ahead, Vogel. You said it takes planning?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like you could just, I mean, you can just jump on here and talk, but a lot of times for what she's doing, it takes planning. And I just don't think I don't think she's into the game like that.
But in Caitlin Clark, mostly a shooter, you're not gonna be able to catch up making layups of somebody going down and shooting a drain three over and over. You just gonna keep getting further and further behind. That's why Steph Curry was getting off on people.
Yeah.
Man, that girl could ball, bro. I don't care what nobody say. I don't know. I don't see no racism at all involved in this ever. I see skills. And I see somebody that's average. I mean, at the end of the day, they all mad because she got a bigger check too, man. I mean, they're gonna hate on her, man, but they're not gonna look at the fact that she's really good at what she does. That doesn't matter.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. Like, they don't understand the marketing part. She's putting asses in the seats. That's why she's getting a bigger check.
And on the floor.
Yeah.
I think their rivalry is the only reason people paying attention. They wanted more money. They wanted to be more excited. So now they got a beef. I'm pretty sure those are the highest tickets out of any other game. Because I would pay to go see them play each other.
Yeah. Man, Angel might as well just pull her to the side like who was it? They said Tupac did with Biggie. Like, man, we all just trying to make money out here. He might as well just pull her to the side and just be like, all right, we just gonna have a rivalry and get the money out of it.
Yo, can you hear me?
Her play is trash.
I was just I didn't know she was that garbage, man. Like, she was down in the middle. Like, you would think as a center, that's what her position is, center, or is it power forward? Center? You would think we should get the board.
Point forward.
Like, point forward?
That's what they said on the video. She's a point forward.
Like, if she got 17 boards, dog, and she was like getting crashed on like that, somebody open.
But I never really watched her like that, so I couldn't like a whole season of highlights of blundered fails. It's like it was the same game. That's crazy. But I was going to ask if you could. It's probably too late now, but right before Caitlin Clark fouled her, like, did she push one of Caitlin's? Because one of Caitlin's teammates went flying out the screen, and it looked like that's why Caitlin fouled Reese. Because I don't know. I just noticed that when I was watching the last video.
I think I got another one that's shorter. Let's see if you can see.
Yeah, I've seen about 3-4 times, but that time watching it, I saw like somebody in a red uniform like go out the right side of the screen. So and Caitlin Clark was pointing like, "You see that shit, ref?" And then that's when she fouled Reese.
Well, I think they in the press conference, one of her teammates, I don't know her name, I think she's the one that got fined for the flagrant because it was after. Let me play it.
Crazy.
Extra shove
But
hand.
You'll see it from her left hand.
Right. Remember that little extension there.
Yep.
All you
Like
need
LeBron
is for the
James.
foul
Nah,
to be
like the one you played before showed a wider angle.
to the criteria.
But if you can't play, it's all good. It had a wider angle.
Yeah.
So you saw somebody like fly out the screen in the red uniform, like Reese pushed it or something. But I don't know. I was just seeing what was up.
Well, it was Caitlin's teammate because they had a press conference and Caitlin was like, "Have fun paying that fine." And then she's like, "Nah, I got it. I'm gonna cover it for you or whatever." So it was one of her teammates that drew the flagrant.
Caitlin's a beast.
Yep. At this point, that's all it is. They got to stop with the white girl racial stuff. But
they was doing that since LSU. Like Grace said, the championship game, like it's just crazy, man. When people be in their emotions like that, that's how rumors get started.
But it happens in the men's all the time. That's all the men do is fight, especially in the finals. And a lot of times the refs just let it go down because they know it's the finals, it's tense. So you be all day calling everything. All right, I'm gonna go to the next subject. This is Antonio Brown. Because of the graphic video, I'm not playing the actual video, but I got commentary on it. Have y'all heard about it?
No, what's going on? I didn't know
about it today. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, apparently he got arrested for, they said that he was at Aiden Ross fight. So somebody, he said he didn't know the guy, whatever, but I think they did. And AB, AB is in all kind of stuff with everybody. So I'm gonna play the video, let them say what they say and get y'all opinion on it.
Footage you see, Antonio Brown's running back, and you clearly see him with a gun in his hand. Yeah. And he's running towards the dude now. Now, while he's running towards the dude, all of a sudden, all you hear is pop, pop. 2 shots go off. 2 shots go off, melee. Everybody starts breaking out, of course, It's a crowded venue. 2 shots go off. We don't know what's going on. Within a couple minutes, you see the police come in there. They detain Antonio Brown, take him away. Question what's going on. They realize there's not enough evidence to charge him with anything. So Antonio Brown gets released. He goes right back into the venue.
Right back on the stream.
And goes right back on the street talking about, I don't know what y'all talking about. I got CTE. I don't even know what really happened. You know what I'm saying? Now, he's saying allegedly the dude had a knife and we got a little too aggressive and he pulled out the knife apparently. That's why he went and grabbed the gun. Now, if this is true or not, I don't know. I personally don't really believe all that.
You can't back down nobody like that.
Yeah.
And that's the thing on camera. You can't do that.
Yeah, and the thing is, the dude wasn't the aggressor no more because he was
what I'm saying.
walking away.
You can't back down nobody like that.
Right, so self-defense is going to be hard to plead, but
walk nobody down. That's what I meant.
But they're saying, if he did have a knife and he was out there still having an altercation with Antonio Brown's friends, you are allowed to defend the people you're with. So in the sense, he might be able to get off with self-defense, but me personally, I think Tony Brown's probably about to get arrested and charged for, letting off a firearm or whatever other charges come with that.
Hella crowd and was mad people around.
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
Somebody got hit, right?
Damn.
I saw a video where he was getting jumped. You saw that?
Yeah, that's the same video.
Oh, okay.
And that's when he got up and they said he pulled out his pistol and pew, pew. So
somebody get hit?
Nah, I don't think anybody got hit. But I guess they he said he wasn't arrested. He said he was detained. And after he told his side, they let him go. But apparently the reason they let him go was because the person that he got jumped by, they all like ran off, didn't say anything. But I guess they're saying now that AB got online and ran his mouth. And the guy was like, okay, now that you ran your mouth, I'm about to tell everything. So they could actually arrest him and charge him for discharging a firearm with like a lot of people around.
Damn.
So I just thought it was something to put up because, you know, they had Carmelo Anthony pulling out the knife when they were trying to jump him. Now you got AB pulling out a pistol when he was getting jumped. They said dude had a knife or whatever. He pulled out the pistol. So it's going to be interesting to see where this go. You got anything to add, Easy?
Yeah, he got CTE, man. You know what I mean? So that's similar to having PTSD. So yeah.
You think that's an excuse though?
It can be for real. I mean, if you want to be truly honest, yeah, it can be. So
what do you do in that? Because I don't have a lot of experience in that area. So what do you do for something like that? Do you try to medicate them or?
Well, I'm pretty sure he already self-medicates, but stay away from people that he don't need to be around for real. That's about it.
Yeah.
That's the best way. Stay out of the way. And pray. That's it.
Well, Gray.
First off, I'd like to say that Antonio Brown's a Trump supporter. That's number one. Number two, like I feel like when you have the limelight and you're a celebrity and everybody knows who you are and everything like that, you want to stay in the limelight. So he was doing stuff with Charleston White, Adam Ross, and he does like a podcast. So he was getting kind of popular, but like that's what comes with being a celebrity and showing off. Like I don't know how much his chain was worth, but I heard that it was going for the chain. And I feel like these celebrities need to remember, like, it's wolves out here, bro. It's people starving. Like, you wearing somebody a whole year's salary, maybe 2-3 years salary around your neck. So if I can get that off your neck, that can change my whole life. So I feel like celebrities need to remember that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's like Atlanta in the Waffle House back in the day.
Yeah.
Well, everybody got robbed in the Waffle House. Yeah, you just be eating. They sit down, gun up under the table.
Oh.
Yeah, that was common in the 2000s. What you got to say, Derek?
I was going to co-sign what Gray says, you know. For every action, there's a consequence, man. Like he said, like, if you got CTE, why would you go out, like, splurging like that, you know? But maybe that's just me. Maybe he's always been like that, you know what I mean? But I still just, I don't know. I just feel like, you know, if they were trying to steal his chain, shouldn't have made himself a target. But what do I know? You know, what do I know? I would be incognito if I was out in public like that. But they said it was somebody he knew, you know, it was some money that was owed. So maybe that was something they had something to do with it. You know, maybe it just wasn't random. He was trying to take his chain back for payback or something, but still, you know, whoever it was that popped off the gun in public, like, that's crazy.
Yeah. AB stayed in trouble. Like I said, I met somebody that was his neighbor, and they always said they kept him in court because he wouldn't cut his grass. Like a lot of stuff. And they would try to talk to him, and he just was like, I don't care. And they would have to like drop the HOA out. Like they said he was always in trouble with the HOA, everything. I'm sure he don't stay in that. It was in Pittsburgh when he was at Pittsburgh. So yeah, dude stay in trouble, man. But yeah, I had a theory. I feel like a lot of wide receivers have egos like that, where they're flashy, don't care. It's all about me. And I kind of feel like that's what make them good receivers, because they like, give me the ball. I don't care about nobody else. Give me the ball. So I feel like who was it? It was a few receivers who either got in trouble or were arrogant like that. Terrell Owens, a few of them.
Plexico.
Yeah. Yep. There you go. I feel like a lot of receivers they're like AB. I think Ocho Cinco might have been the only one that was normal.
Slim?
I don't know about normal, but
oh man, I mean it's a crazy situation, but I mean we don't know the story, you know. They tried to jump to Brody and he had the canary on him. I mean, what they gonna do about that? Because to be G with you, if it was any one of us and we got that thing on us, I mean, you know, 5 guys is enough to pull it out.
Word.
You know, so we like Democrat, Republican. I think that's everybody in that situation. You know what I mean? If we ain't fighting all them Brodies and we got the canary on us, it's over. It's time to start singing. So, you know, just thank God nobody got hit. You know, and I mean he'll get off. He'll probably have to pay a fine, maybe do some community service or something like that. But if they see that tape and it was too many, they go be like, all right, we understand. Now, if he had the gun lawfully, that's another thing to look at. You know what I mean? Because that's how they get him now. If it's unlawful, that's part of the reason Tory went away. It was more him having the gun as opposed to what happened. So
yeah, we gotta talk about that. Boy, that's Wednesday.
Yeah,
it's a lot of new stuff that came out about that. But yeah, I guess to go to the old saying my grandfather used to always say. What do you say? I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6.
That part.
Yep. All right. Anybody else got anything to add? Main event time.
Don't log off, Gray.
Yeah, Gray. I've been lying. Man. Why y'all make this man work hard? He should have been laying in the bed somewhere. All right, hold on.
Oh man.
Biden, sir, do you have any thoughts on his diagnosis?
Yeah, look, I mean, first of all, of course, we wish the best for the former president's health.
Thanks.
And, you know, it sounds pretty serious, but hopefully he makes the right recovery. Like, I will say, whether the right time to have this conversation is now or at some point in the future, we really do need to be honest about whether the former president was capable of doing the job. And that's no, you know, that you can separate the desire for him to have the right health outcome with the recognition that whether it was doctors or whether there were staffers around the former president, I don't think he was able to do a good job for the American people. And that's not politics. That's not because I disagreed with him on policy. That's because I don't think that he was in good enough health. In some ways, I blame him less than I blame the people around him. And why didn't the American people have a better sense of his health picture? Why didn't the American people have more accurate information about what he was actually dealing with? This is serious stuff. And this is the guy who carries around the nuclear football for the world's largest nuclear arsenal. This is not child's play, and we can pray for good health, but also recognize that if you're not in good enough health to do the job, you shouldn't be doing the job.
Guess I'll be show some manners and let the Democrat go first.
So this is the first. I agree with everything that JD Vance said, right? Because look at it this way: Joe Biden was basically in the White House for 12 years. He was in the 8 with Obama, then he was in the 4 for himself. So when y'all think like Joe Biden saw, but I'm pretty sure he got an ego too. Nobody probably could have came to him and said, "Hey, you not gonna run for president because you the most powerful person in the world." So nobody probably could have said anything to him at that moment. And as far as like Democrats defending it, I was on this podcast when he did the debate with Trump. And as soon as it was over, I was like, no, something's wrong with him. He couldn't even like say anything. So, I mean, like, I feel like most people feel like Joe Biden messed up. That's why we were talking so much trash. That's why they made Kamala run. But I feel like they should have like actually voted instead of just picking her and like let the voters pick.
Mm-hmm. Easy.
Honestly, I think they've known about this for a long time, but they're just not putting it out. And I mean, people. I mean, I won't wish that on nobody, man. You know, cancer is like definitely a serious thing. Um, yeah. I mean, people was complaining about him for a long time. I don't think he was capable of doing the job because of his condition. And that's no knocking down him at all. But yeah, I don't think he was capable of doing that job. I think he had this for a while. That is not putting it out now. That's all I gotta say about it.
Derek.
Yeah, I think they knew for a while, man. It was the writing was on the wall, as they say, you know. I just feel like they strategic about their timing. So why now? When like that, like 2-3 years ago, maybe longer. But I agree. Like, if you're not capable of doing the job, you shouldn't be doing it.
And before I let 85 go, so I was looking this up earlier. Prostate cancer is one of the easiest cancers to find. And before it get to the aggressive form of stage 4 where he's at, normally takes 5 to 7 years. And for him to have all those checkups, all the doctors, these politicians, especially the president, get checkups. Nobody's wanting to come out and say it, but I mean, the evidence is there. The writing's kind of on the wall. I'm gonna let 85 go, then I'll add. Go ahead.
Well, you know, I don't have no remorse for Mr. Biden. Not at all. His son is a crackhead. Everything that he did in 2020, I'm despising him for. The people didn't vote for this man. We don't want to go there, but I'm sure that information gonna come out. Hopefully he's long gone when it does, because it's gonna look bad on him. And karma is coming back tenfold. At the end of the day, you lied to the American people. Your establishment did the same, and it's all coming out. I'm just sitting back enjoying the show. There's a lot of things I don't even have to say anymore because a lot of people are seeing it for themselves. We've been bamboozled when this guy came in office. And here we are now. We're still basically trying to get out of it, but my president is back. I'm good.
Slim, you got no sympathy for him, even though he got cancer?
No, not at all.
Oh, wow.
Not at all. Because you know why? When Trump got hit up, that lasted about 48 hours. Then it was like, man, it's fake. He ain't doing nothing. He did that on purpose. I'm like, yo, you know what? It's fake. He chilling. Joe Biden on the beach somewhere. It's fake. I don't believe it.
And that's the first thing I thought, even though social media stuff, I gave my, prayers and blessings. But we all know if this was reversed and it was Trump,
yes,
all these liberals be in the street celebrating and burning Teslas because they happy.
All that. It'd be free McDonald's. Come on, man. Don't forget they were giving out free beer to take the ouchie Fauci shot.
Yep. Planned Parenthood would show up. All that.
That's just what they did, man. He was a part of all that, bro. And I will never forgive them. Never.
Yeah, if this was Trump, they'd have been in front of that plantation barbecuing, celebrating.
Yep.
So do y'all feel like Trump would do what Joe Biden did? You think he'll hide his sickness?
Nah. Trump would be like, yo, this is what it is. I'm out on this data, but I'm going to try to make it pop before it pop off. And MAGA.
I don't think it was Biden. It was up to Biden to hide his sickness. That's what I feel. Like, I don't think it was his decision.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Do HIPAA laws apply if you're the president? I'm about to look that
up. So, Derek, who you think decision it was?
Whoever the puppet master. That's the best way I can answer that, man.
The administration.
Yeah, well, that's like I tell Ty, like Trump ain't calling the strings, you know what I'm saying? So just same with Biden, like they answer to somebody. So somebody behind the scenes is doing it. Who, I don't know. I guess we can call them the small hats.
You know what? It might have been a family decision too.
That's possible as well.
Well, y'all
Yeah,
know
because Jill was covering up
sacrifice
for
the
him.
country like that though. Like if you knew, like would y'all do that? Like if that was y'all pops and y'all knew he was running the country and y'all knew he couldn't like do the
No,
job.
I'll say something because I want him to come home.
Yeah, you fucking with a lot of people. Oh, my bad. You mess with a lot of families. You know what I mean?
it depends on the money situation. If we run it through the office, Pops, you got to stay in there. We got to keep making these deals.
Yeah,
We
you can make it to January. We got an extra meal. Yeah, but yeah, who knows, man? Just feel like everything is by strategic design.
Well, y'all know George Clooney is the one that told him to drop out because he said he came up to Joe Biden and Joe Biden didn't recognize him. And he said at that moment, because I guess he's a big Democratic donor. So at that moment, he said, no, he has to drop out because he didn't recognize him.
Yeah, hey, you're not recognizing the big donors. You definitely got to go.
Yeah, I looked it up. So HIPAA laws do apply to the president.
Yeah,
So,
he was definitely showing signs of dementia for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. They need to be apologizing to Trump, man. All they keep, all they say, Trump lied, lies this, lies that. He lied about this, and now we finding out allegedly. We don't know yet, but allegedly we're finding out that Biden was trying to run the White House when he should have been in bed. So Trump was right calling a sleepy Joe. That's what he should have been doing, sleeping and on chemo.
So apparently, like the her audio tapes were gonna be released. Like, did y'all hear about that? And then that's why they feel like, okay, so remember he did the interview with the classified files, and then they said because Trump got indicted for the classified files being in Mar-a-Lago. So Joe Biden did another interview, and they said that he was just a reasonable old man. So I guess on the tapes, it was going to show that Joe Biden was not healthy and he was like not remembering stuff, and like it was going to make him look real bad. So they're saying like they think that they dropped this cancer diagnosis because those tapes were about to come out.
Wow,
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Dang, still scheming.
Yeah, crazy.
That's crazy.
How about them tariffs, man? How about them tariffs, Gray?
Hey, Slim, you saw in the group chat the America has the bad credit rating now. We just dropped. You heard about
that? Yeah, is that right?
You didn't hear about that?
Nah, I hear about that. I just know y'all ain't been talking about. I ain't been talking about the tariffs lately. It's been real crickets.
The tariffs made the credit. America's credit score just dropped for the first time. They said in like 60-some years or something like that. Well, you know what I'm talking about, right?
That's also after China bowed down to the tariffs too, though, right? Like
Slim, they went exactly to the same spot as what that Biden was at. Your boy Trump. The only thing your boy Trump did was get a free jet, and he did do some stuff with Saudi Arabia. I give him that.
Oh, okay, he did some stuff. Huh?
he did that.
He did some stuff.
Listen, I give credit where credit is due.
Oh Lord!
Even though Joe Biden was on a hospital bed, hey, the economy was beautiful.
When
in his presidency, he was top notch.
What year? When Barack was in?
No, you got to remember. Remember COVID,
please
right?
Refresh my memory, please.
Remember COVID. You know, we still had a mask on. Trump lost. Then Joe Biden comes back, and then we get back to normal. Then that's when everything started going up.
Normal for 2 years. We were scared to get sick. What you mean? We couldn't do that. They fired all those people that didn't want to take the ouchie Fauci shot. People was under the Trump stimulus check for a long time. What normal? What you mean?
And speaking of that, the chick that got unalived at January 6th, you know she just got $5 million, right? Her
The
family
chick
just
that
got
got,
5 million.
oh, her family got, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
She deserved more.
Who is this?
Ashley Babbitt.
Yeah,
The January 6th, like she got the Capitol Police unalived her.
Yeah,
Her
the
family,
Democrat police unalived her for no reason.
Her family just got $5 million.
Mm-hmm. They know the Dems was the ones that initiated that day.
He goes, Vogel, you got more videos?
Nah, I was up here looking up looking up the credit rating.
Oh yeah. All right.
But I talk smack at the end of the show, bro. I got to talk smack.
But
Derek,
yeah, they based
I was about to go to Derek final thoughts, but what you was about to say?
All right, go ahead.
Derek, you becoming a regular guest now. Go ahead and give us your final thoughts.
Oh man. Again, happy to be here. Good to see y'all brothers. And just good to be a part of this conversation, this dialogue as far as the Diddy thing. Hope he goes down. Cassie looks like she is getting exposed a little bit, but you know, we'll see what happens. Shoot. AB, I was hoping he'd probably be a Steeler this year, but it's like he's still a little crazy. So I guess that's out the door. We'll see what happens with that. But I definitely enjoyed being here, man. And salute to all y'all brothers and can't wait to be here again. So thanks for having me.
For sure. Slim.
Yeah, man. P. Diddy is in trouble. Cassie, I don't know, man. I see a lot of negative things coming her way. She might not never have a regular life again. Her husband, God bless his soul, but he's a beta male of the year. He will definitely get that title. You know, with that being said, man, it's always the man cave, man, every Monday and Wednesday. So hopefully y'all caught that video we dropped last week. Move is out on YouTube, 85 Slim Vivo. Look it up. God bless.
Most definitely. Easy.
Yeah, that video was fire though, for real. But yeah, this Diddy thing just beginning. It's gonna be more, way more exposure. AB need to get together. Joe Biden, I guess. God bless. I guess. Peace. One love.
I'm gonna just say, all these famous people, all these celebrities, keep doing what y'all doing. Y'all making my job easy just to come on here and talk about what y'all got going on. Like Slim said, the man cave every Monday and Wednesday. Joe Biden, you put us in a situation we probably could have won if it weren't for you. Angel Reese, stop letting people get in your head. AB, stay out of jail. And Trump, get right.
No, Trump was right. Every day we find out more stuff coming out that Trump was right. Y'all was projecting. That's what that is. Everything y'all doing is projecting. We right on the conservative side. We on the right side. Right. There we go. As far as the Diddy thing, man, I just my opinion, I think Cassie ready for another freak off. What it sound like to me. But it's kind of like taboo now. So she's like, I'm gonna go get the money. That's all it sound like to me. Cause when she made that, they said when Diddy said that Kim Porter was her soulmate, she was out. So to me, that's like, it just sounded like she went to plan B, which is old boy or husband. And I would hate to be somebody's plan B or fallback. And it's starting to sound like he like freak offs too. Yeah, Caitlin Clark. Who was it in here that said Dark Kent? The league, yeah, I agree with you on that. The league, I think, is definitely profiting off of racism or the fact that the black community keep reviving racism and it gets us emotionally involved. If that's what y'all doing, that's kind of smart. I gotta congratulate you. All right, Man Cave. Catch us Wednesday. Go follow New Party. Follow Locker Room Therapy. We out.
Introducing the New Party. We live stream Monday through Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.